Is it working? Can anybody hear me? All right. Looks like I have something going here. Okay. So how is everybody doing tonight? So how's everybody doing tonight? I seem to be kind of lagging. Hopefully my internet is not being a shit tonight. How cold is it? C&J Farm says, how cold is it? It is -7 Celsius right now, so it's not bad. I seem to be kind of lagging. Hopefully my internet is not being a shit tonight. How cold is it? C&J Farm. All right. It is kind of laggy. Yeah, I was watching Iowa Dairy Boys live stream yesterday, and it was kind of lagging too. I'm doing well too. Thank you. Freezing rain tonight in Indiana. Wow, I hate freezing rain. -15 Fahrenheit here in Nebraska. -3 there. Well, you guys, it's actually going to be pretty warm this weekend, so that's a good thing. We had our first calf today, little guy, so that was good that it was warm because we didn't expect that one. Bobcat 325, it's -7 Celsius. Yeah, it's warmed up a lot in Saskatchewan. Hello from New Mexico. Hey, Sour Cattle Company. Yeah, I know you. How did your grain hauling turn out, Tyson Lewis? From one Tyson to another? It turned out good. We got her done quite quickly. Great to see you on tonight. Love your videos. Thanks, CanVids, and thanks for all the comments and everything. Hey, man from Eastern Ontario. Hey, Leo. How's it going? Hey, comedian artist Ben. Thanks for joining us. So how did we make out our crops from Cash Walensky? Not too bad. They yielded quite a lot, but the cereals got quite rain damage. They got like, I wouldn't say mold, but they started to sprout. So, but the quality wasn't as bad as what we thought. Hey, from Winnipeg. Hello from Vancouver Island. Hey, Brian. Anderson Cattle, we had a couple calves today. Oh, right on. Well, we're on our first one. If you see on my Instagram page, I put the picture up on there. Hey, Matt, I am on. Southern Alberta has been -30 to -45. Well, we didn't get we didn't get into the 40s, but we got into 30s for sure. It seems like the south is getting worse than the north. Yeah, that Kevin Willis is a strange one. Hey, Iowa Dairy Boys, welcome. I actually managed to get the live stream going. I just remember what you told me. Thomas Ura says, could you do a tour of all your equipment, please? I could do a tour. I always thought it'd be kind of dumb in the wintertime, but I like to do something something that is, I think it would be better in the summertime. How often do you do that outdoor bedding? We do the outdoor bedding with the grinder when it's time to, like if it snows, or it only lasts for so long until they crap all over it. So if it doesn't snow, you can, and it's cold, you can probably go about 4 days, and then you got to do it again. Hi, your niece Profiro on Twitch told us you're live. Yeah, hey, Heath. Actually, that's Heath. Yeah, not Health. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hello from Northern Mission. Hey, David. Are you enjoying our new carbon tax? No, not at all. Paper about one farmer from here talking about the carbon tax, and he was saying that it might force all the feeders to just sell out, and all our feeder cattle would go to the States. So, yeah, hello from Smashkeys. Hey, Josh. Sitting back with a jar of peanut butter, enjoying the live stream. Yeah, I'm sitting back with a Mike's Hard Lemonade, enjoying the live stream. How many cows do you usually keep from Seth Newton? What do you mean by keep? Well, you mean like total? Total is about 200. Out of all three of your combines, which one is your favorite? Cash, well, I would say actually all three of them are my favorite, because the John Deere 9600 is really easy it's easier to combine when the conditions get tougher. The straw is better from it for baling straw. The TRs will thrash grain 10 times better than the John Deere will. A good thing about them. It won't throw grain out the back, where the John Deere has a little trouble with that. And yeah, so I'd say all three are my favorite. Well, you'd say all two, because two of them are the same. I would area boys. We froze our asses off trying to fix that locked bin today. Yeah, I know, that's our hammer mill froze like that too, and you just got to give up and put it in the shop like that. But you kind of can't do that. So get the torch out. Hey, Austin. C&J Farms, there's Canada, well, Alberta, and is a province, so it's a provincial carbon tax. So they're taxing everything on like fuels and anything to do that creates emissions. So, and anything that's like any kind of energy that's used to make stuff. So you're pretty much charged on your heating, your fuel, just everything, So yeah, it's like the fuel went up after January 1st, about 5-6 cents a liter. So yeah, it's the federal one is coming into effect too. So all of Canada will get that, and we get it twice as hard. Hello, I'm way down in South Carolina, David. 70 degrees, so that's quite nice. It's actually going to be 30, 32, 33, 34, in the 30s coming this weekend. Hello again, Northern. What a cold week. Yes, it was very cold week. Yeah, warming up next week, Rodney. C&J Farms, yeah, it's like what European has, but yeah, exactly. But kind of sucks because a lot of the other countries don't have that. So, we're put behind the 8 ball again. Where do you get your bulls from? You get them from cows that have bulls. We buy them at the auction sale. There's quite a few auctions right around this time coming up in February that all the bull sales come on. So, you get all the magazines and all that, and then you pick out your best ones, and then go down to the sale and have a look at them, and then figure out the best ones were not the best ones, and the best one you can't afford, so you end up buying a crappier bull. How much canola did you haul this week? We hauled 12,000 bushels. Hey, Bill. Big hello from Northern Alberta. Oh, Bill Mayer. I was supposed to say, I think it was you, I was supposed to say hi to your kids and your grandpa. So I'll probably try and do that. It's hard for me to remember. I'll try and do that in another video too. So anyway, hi from me. Hey, Carl from Vancouver Island. We were learning about that in school, like the cap and trade system. Yeah. Government said she's eventually going to stop all carbon in Alberta, but you need carbon to grow stuff. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. The Prime Minister said today that they have to phase out oil sands, but you know, we're going to have to do that in a long period of time. But hey, Tyson Lewis in Moose Jaw, really windy and warm. Yeah, it's going to warm up all over, I think, for the week, for sure. I would dare, boys. About what time in the spring do you usually plant your crops? We try to do it late April and May. You know, we don't try. We try to get done. Your cutoff is usually the May long weekend. You don't really want to be planting past that. 69. Yeah, we bought one from Hill 7 Contact. That's where we buy most of ours too. Yeah, Mac Creech. Really like your hay processor. Do you know if they will feed into a bunk line? I think so. We have never tried to do anything like that, but I know what you mean, and they should be able to do that. You can lift up the chute and everything and set it up just right. Hey, Cat Diesel Power. Howdy from Idaho. Do you get, John Deere 7700 says, do you get very nasty winds a couple nights ago? Not really, but we do. There was a pretty good wind well, was it a couple nights ago? Probably last week. We usually get some weird, crazy winds in the winter nowadays. So. Matt Huber, what were you able to sell your canola per bushel at Northern? We contracted ours for $11, 11 something. It was just under 11. Is it? Yeah, 10.90 something. I made that contract quite a while ago. Your planting schedule is the same as Indiana. Yeah, like the only thing is that our schedule doesn't go that far. We should be done in beginning of October. What crop do you plant first? I would air voice. Well, depends. Usually we try and get our wheat done, but the way the canola's been growing lately, we're gonna try to do our canola first. Depends how much. Well, this year we'll have a lot of canola to do, so we'll probably be starting that first, and then the wheat and some barley. It's not going to be as much as last year. David says, "Did you finish in this? Did you finish sawing your logs?" We on that video you saw, that's as much as we saw, and then it got really cold, so we weren't going out there again. But we probably will just sometime this week. So we got some other stuff to do. So, how much did you pay for your quadcopter? I paid, I think it was like $1,500 or $1,200. I can't remember. I'll see it tomorrow because I'm going back to the city, so I'll see what I paid for it there. I haven't used it too much, but I did get a few videos And I'll tell you a funny story of that drone. I was taking a shot at night of my brother's Christmas lights. He has his whole yard lit up. So just before he shut them off for a year, I went and took a video of it. And I'm still learning to fly it and everything, but it's really hard when it's cold. Your fingers get cold and everything. But what I did was I started it in my yard, fired it up to see the camera to see if it would see in the dark that good, and it did. So then I didn't shut it off. I took it with me over to his house, started it flying around there, did some filming, and then I meant to land it in his driveway, but when I pressed auto land, I forgot that it wants to land in the same spot that it took off from, which was my place. So I told it to land, and then it took off and went back up in the air and headed for my place. And I wasn't 100. I was like, oh shit. I wasn't for sure. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to clear the trees and the power line, but it did. And when I got home, it was waiting there right in my driveway. So. How many acres do you farm? We farm about 1,400 crop, and then about 450 hay. So it's around 2,000. Bobcat 320. I see that Broadview Acres channel got in trouble for making videos at his place. Yeah, I heard about that. His parents are quite strict, but I don't know. He's 21 years old. He should be able to do kind of what he wants. But then again, he's at his parents' place, so his dad is kind of uptight about that stuff. So I would just tell him, here, I'll give you a portion of my earnings. You can split it. What do you think of the carbon tax by Katie Clark? I don't like it at all. We'll see what happens, though. What are you going to do? Probably a lot of you don't know that Jane Fonda flew up here to Alberta and was crying about the oil sands up in Fort McMurray. So there's a lot of fuss going on about that. Aviation and the private jets from it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Carhartt coveralls certainly come in handy when it's 20 below zero. They sure do. Have you moved your cows home to calve yet? No, they will be coming. That's from RWB Mustang. They will be coming out probably within the week. So you'll see a video on that. Hey Ted, late to the party but I made it. Well, welcome Ted. Yeah, Jane Fonda's a wacko. Larson Valley Farm, the oil sands are where most of, I would say most of the oil in Canada comes from. It's up north, right in northern Alberta, like right at the northeast part. I'm in the northwest part, but it's way up there by the north of the border into NWT. Anyway, it's sand. It's sand that's like has the oil in it. You know, it's oily sand. So what they do is they mine it like gold mining sort of thing, and they haul it to a plant and they extract the oil from it and then send it on its way down the pipeline to, most of it goes to the United States. So it's a big Canada. Alberta gets a lot of workers from there, and Canada gets a good kick for money from there too. So, hey Jay, yeah, I'm on Mountain Time. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio thought the Chinooks were. He didn't actually know what a Chinook was. He just said it shouldn't be above zero in wintertime in Canada. He didn't know what a Chinook was. He said the winds were warm. Fonda was here during the DAPL shenanigans as well. What are the DAPL shenanigans? What's that? Probably the same thing. Yeah. Hey, Bessert Farms. No problem. The oil sand is like a northeast over aquifer. Yeah, kind of. If if you do Google on it, you'll see all the pictures. People don't like it because it's huge open pit mining, and it's kind of just, it makes it look ugly. But they reclaim it and everything, and but people don't look at the reclaim parts. They just look at the open mine parts. So, hey, Camel Beef Farm. Yes, we are staying warm now. We've got 86 people watching at the moment. I was wondering if a Friday night was good for a live stream or not. Wasn't 100% sure, but oh, okay, Dakota Access Pipeline. Oh, okay, yeah, I know about that. I know about that, farming for generations. That was a big deal. Larson Valley Farm. I thought Canada was getting a bunch of loudmouth Trump haters moving up there. Yeah, it's the same thing when our Prime Minister was not Pierre Trudeau, Justin Trudeau. His dad was Pierre. When he was going to be elected as Prime Minister, everybody was going to move to the States. I guess everybody should move to Iceland now. Katie Clark, when you are working on the field, what music do you play? Well, I have a Sirius satellite radio, and I had an older one, but that thing crapped out, so I have a new one now. But I like to listen to Classic Rewind. I'm kind of into more of the classic rock stuff, but I will listen to country and Howard Stern. That is a real cool story about your quadcopter. Yeah, that thing's freaked me out there, but it's fine. So I have 2 videos on it so far. I wanted to do one when I was taking the sawmill there, but it was too damn cold and windy. I'll have some more done this weekend because it'll be nice and warm, as long as that it's supposed to be windy this weekend. So. Do you notice a difference in the oil sector since it has slowed down? Oh, huge difference. My house is kind of beside the highway. Oh, Katie Clark, yes, 6:30 Ched. I like to listen to that a lot too. I actually text them. Anyway, my house is really close to the highway, and last few years, the oil tanker trucks and all that stuff, oil activity, man, then 6 in the morning, they'd be buzzing past my house because I live right by the intersection, and they put on their Jake brakes to slow down and stuff, but you don't see that anymore too much. Very rare, just here and there. Research farms, when do your cows start capping? Right now, we had our first one today. You'll see on my Instagram page, I put up the picture there. So I'll have a video probably tomorrow of one of it. Well, I can't do tomorrow because I'm going to the city, so yeah. Trudeau's 80s, 22% interest rates. Yeah, no doubt. International 826 Farm All. Hey, how's it going? Hello from Ohio. Much warmer here now. Enjoy your post and stay warm. Well, thank you. One wild and crazy guy. Hey, I remember that name. I hate 6:30 Ched. 3 weeks in Conklin was the only radio channel I could get, the worst. Well, if you're not a hockey fan, I like the noon till 2 show, and then after they do the show at 4, I think, or 5, and then they broadcast the hockey games. But in the summertime, you're screwed. So, but sometimes they have some good shows. Like they talk about certain things. Like the one time they were talking about the farms, about how everybody had their crops in the field still, and a lot of people didn't know. They were phoning in and saying, "Wah, wah, farmers are crying again," and they just didn't understand. So, are you ever going to get Sean to say hi? That might be a real hard thing to do. I've been trying for 30 years, and he's only 21. So. Yeah, he'll say hi. What's the most you ever spent on a bull? Probably around 6,000. I think that's lately what we paid. No bull. Yeah. Farming in Minnesota with snow on the ground and corn in the field, and we're still getting stuck. You're doing that now? Yeah. I wouldn't want to be doing that now. We were doing that in November, and that was crazy. Just blindside Sean and get him to talk on camera without him not knowing. Well, that's it's hard because he doesn't talk on camera either. When off camera, I mean. Hey, take it easy, Iowa Dairy Boys. Thanks for coming. Oh yeah, I was watching that yesterday, your Farm Sim stream. It was kind of laggy. So. No, that's no problem. Tell Sean we don't bite. Okay. I think he's watching, so Sean, don't bite if you're watching. I'm pretty sure he's watching. We have a friend who's still combining corn. Yeah, that's crazy to be combining in January, but you guys know, like in the States, I was watching One Lonely Farmer when I first started watching his videos, and he was combining in December, like late December, almost Christmas time, and I was like, wow. And it snowed too, and his corn got flattened. So I just couldn't. I just didn't. I always wondered why he wouldn't plant it earlier, so we'd get it off earlier. But I'm in Minnesota too. Fair amount of corn left. Luckily, not mine. Jesse Struhenberg. I didn't pronounce that quite right, but we had water in the field when we wanted to chop. Well, that's no good. We had a lot of water in our fields too. Hey, Andrew to the max. How's it going? One man operation. He does it all. One man. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Hey, D Haven Family Farm. Oh, that's no problem. I like to comment to as many as I can. It's not too bad. Like it's when I get time in the evening or the mornings, whatever I do. So I think Sean may steal the show if he would just step up. Oh, Sean can steal the show if he was by himself. He'd probably take all my viewers, and his channel would be twice as big as mine by now. I keep telling him start his own channel too. Jesse here in Minnesota. How are you? I'm good. We have had years where it was so wet in the fall that we didn't get a lot of corn off till spring. Yeah, I don't know what it'd be like to combine corn. I'd like to just ride around with someone and just combine corn. Never done it. They are starting to do more corn here in Canada in the southern southern Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ottawa and Ontario. They've been doing it, but you can't do it up here. We picked corn in May and planted later in the week. Yeah, we've done combining in the spring. We just had to leave it because the fields were so wet, and we've done it in the spring. We've burnt the stubble and everything, and I always found that after you burn the straw and everything, the crop didn't seem to be that great. So. It's fun to combine corn. Yeah, because your hopper fills up so quick. You need a woman in your life with lots of money. You mean you mean I need lots of money for her? Oh, I think there's one that's probably watching, I think. Hey, Michigan Farming, thanks for stopping by. So I was thinking I'd probably do a live stream once a month. So I'm just wondering how everybody thought about that. So. Berserk Farms, your video the other day when you were filling the semi, was that some sort of vacuum auger hooked to the MX? Really don't understand what that was. Okay, that's called a grain vac. And what it is it just has a huge fan on it. I think it's like a 2-foot fan, 24-inch, 30-inch fan on it, and it just uses suction. And there's an air separator inside where the grain goes underneath and the air goes to the top, and then an auger augers it inside. And basically, that's all what it is. I will do a video on it to further explain how it works and stuff and all that. Hey, Northern Farm, where's your Coors Light hat? It's around here somewhere. I got a few of them. So, how do you subscribe to other channels in here, Northern Farmer? Well, when you're watching other channels, you just hit the subscribe button. It's in red. Like if you subscribe to mine, you shouldn't. If you subscribe to mine, you can subscribe to everyone else's. So, as long as you have an account with YouTube, which it looks like you do, or an account with Google, whatever. Does anyone produce hemp in your area? Not that I know of. I know I've read about it lots, but don't really know anyone around here that does hemp. Trucker Josh snared a gal up from YouTube video, so maybe. Daniel Roach, hello. I like watching your videos. I didn't realize for a while that you were the one who had chatted with me about the steering. Oh, okay, is that you? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of remember that. The 4990 windrower? Yeah, it has some wonky steering on it, but I had it at John Deere, and they kind of did a quick fix, I guess it would be. They changed one steering pump on, or actually a motor, the steering motor on that bolts directly to the wheel. To make it steer really good, I'd have to change the steering pumps, which I think are $4,500 a piece. I'm not sure, but I heard one of my neighbors, actually my cousin, had bought one, and it wouldn't steer worth the crap either. And he got them to change he got the dealer to change the pumps out, and it's totally different. So, yeah. Thanks for coming, Daniel. Chad Duvall says, why Case? Did your family always run it, or just like Red? Well, my dad started out with Case. Actually, we had Case and an International. I remember we had an old 930 Case. Shared that with my uncle. We had a 1486 International. Well, we had a 1086 too. I can't remember if we had a 1066 before my time, but we had that 1086 or 1486, and we had that for quite a long time, and then we traded it off on a brand new 7120. Yeah, and what was I saying now? Yeah, we traded off on a brand new 7120. So, and yeah, I never did like the older John Deeres, so a lot of you guys with John Deeres won't like that, but I drove a few of them. My auntie had a 4440 and a 4230. I believe that's the one that was. And I didn't like the transmission in it for loader work, which is what we use the smaller tractor for. So I didn't like that one, because on the cases, the power shifts are practically like a shuttle shift. You can go from forward to reverse so easy. So that's why I always liked them. So. Are you going to get auto steer? Oh, I'd really like to get auto steer. I've said that for the last 5 years, and I don't want to pay the 12 to 14 grand, but how do you like your 2320s? We have one with the 20-foot head. I think they're actually awesome. They've worked really well, both of the ones I've had. The one had a little bit of engine trouble with the carb, but that was easy fix. They worked really well for how old they are. We've got a 1086. Yeah, those were pretty good tractors back then. Actually, the 7120 and 7110 and so on, the transmission and rear end housing was all made by International at the time. So that was Case just slapped their name on it. Yeah, I didn't realize it was you. My 4990 is starting to want to turn left when slowing down. Yeah, that's exactly what ours did. It still does it to an extent. So, yeah, the pump, the pump by the engine, those ones need to be replaced. And could be the wheel motors too, but yeah, I know that's what has to be done. All right, Corey, take it easy. Hey, International 1206. I know you. No problem. Better late than never. Yes, do the live stream once a month and tell people out there on YouTube you're looking for a lady with lots of money. Really that much set my 7220 up for around 8,000. Canadian money worth that much or less in the USA? Well, it's worth quite a lot less now. I think one American dollar would get you 75 cents. If I said that right, I think so. Not for loader work. We don't have power issues with our 986s. Hey Tina, how's it going? You're from West Virginia, is that right? I haven't forgot about the shirts and that, so just wanted to say I've been actually discussing things, trying to get a logo made up. I'm just trying to decide on a logo to make a few shirts and everything. So if anybody's interested in, I'm not going to be like selling stuff like One Lonely Farmer or How Farms Work and so on that. But if anybody wants a few things, I might make some up and sell them. If anybody wants a few. Yes, right, Mac. I thought I was wrong on that. You're right. I thought about that and I thought it didn't sound right. But yeah, $1 Canadian will get you 75 cents American. That is right. Me being an idiot. Hey, Lucas from Ontario. How's it going? So is everybody having a good New Year so far? Everybody had good holidays and Christmas and all that stuff? Yes, it's a very good time for selling in the US. Yes, Tina, it has warmed up. It's -7 Celsius, which is like, I think it's 20 something Fahrenheit. 0 is 32. So. Hello, neighbor. Love your videos. Coming from Little Smoky. Hey, how's it going, Daniel? You're not too far. He's just down the road a little ways. Hey, Doug. Sorry. Well, like I said to a few people, better late than never. $3 corn doesn't get you very far. No, it doesn't. Especially for what you have to pay for seed and fertilizer and everything that fuel. I think you need around $5 corn. Whereas we need like I think barley here right now is 290 or something like that. Well, you need 350 at least. $4 is good. Maybe like 320. I wouldn't want to go any lower than that. You ever watch Cotton Top 3? He does a little contest and trivia to win your shirts. Yeah. I don't watch him too much. Like he's into logging and everything like that, which I don't mind, but it's kind of like he does the same things lots over, and then you have to watch every so often when he does something different. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a little contest or something. There's one guy I'm watching here. He's called Asta Cruiser, and he's a pretty big guy in Saskatchewan, Canada, and he just rides Can-Am quads and side by sides and all that. And yeah, the people love that channel. But he has stickers made up, and he just does a little contest every now and then. Ever drive down to the store in Crooked Creek for some donuts? Damn right. Those are the best donuts around. They're like just as good as my mom makes them homemade. They are homemade, so they are awesome. Love those. And the cinnamon buns. Sure. How far are you from Grand Prairie? I am about an hour and 40 minutes. 2 hours in the wintertime with the roads. Hey Dustin, it was 75 near Houston, Texas today. That's wonderful. I bet you if you came here, you'd be in for quite a shock. But it's quite warm here. Where is it you farm? I don't think I've ever heard where you're at. I'm near Grand Prairie, Alberta. Daniel, how did your sawmill work out? Get those fence boards made up? Actually, they put up the fence boards today because that cow had a calf, so they had to put them up today. It looks really good. Price a bag of cotton seeds, 700 bucks, so that's quite a bit. Well, one bag of canola is 700 bucks too. You can only do 10 acres with that. Really like your videos. Don't see much difference than here in Utah. Well, Utah is not really that far from here, so it shouldn't be too much difference. Nothing like a good homemade donut, and now I'm hungry. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Aleutian Media. Hi from Grand Prairie. Well, I'm going to Grand Prairie tomorrow. How many cows are in your herd? Dan, we have about 200, plus or minus a few. I know it's around 200. I can't keep an exact count on it, which I don't. Hey, Rich from Minnesota. How much cat work do you hire out? I really don't hire out much at all. That job I did in November, which was just a mile and a half down from home, I still haven't got paid for it. So, I really don't like doing that bullshit where you're not sure if you're gonna get paid or not. So, yeah. I'd do some for the neighbors before I'll do that again. Which I have a few neighbors ask me if I could do work for them with the big D8. Did you mention earlier how much you sold your canola for? Yeah, I did. We sold it for just under 11 bucks. It was 10.90, 10.90 something, 10.98 I think. What's your closest CHL team? Edmonton Oil Kings. They're WHL. Any new equipment coming in 2017? Kind of want to hold off on buying anything new. Do you go to Grand Prairie for grocery shopping? Yes, here and there. Gotta go to Costco. Smash Keys, how's it going? What's my work week like hour-wise? I think it's like 24 hours. I don't know. Depends. Like in the summertime, we're giving her like right from morning till night. So It's it's hours and hours and hours. Depends, like General, I farm here in Central Utah. Hey, Doug. Canola profitable now? Yes, canola is pretty profitable right now so far. What you moved was sold a while back. It was contracted, yeah. It actually went up a little bit more than what was contracted, but hey, take it easy, Tyson Lewis. That's an easy name to remember. Same as mine. How's the cattle prices in Alberta right now? They're down from last year, but they're still not too bad. You're getting about $1,000 a calf. Last year, you're getting 1,500. My mom works at Costco. Well, I'll yell out really loud. Illusion Media, Mom! Hi. Hey, take it easy, DeHaven Family Farm. Thanks for watching. Do you calve in a barn? We calve out. They calve in the barn or they calve outside. We take them to the barn. Unless it's really warm, just leave them outside. Bill Holmgren, have you broke out the sleds yet? No, not quite yet. Try and do that this weekend or Monday or Tuesday. Serious question for you. How do all these seed ag chemical companies mergers affect Canadian farmers? Well, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how what that's gonna do. To me, I think it's worse because there's less competition. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out. Tina, gotta go for now. Keep the videos coming. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Tina. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Is Profiro here too? Smash keys? I got one dislike. That's cool. So how many of you watch oops, why did I do that for? I think I just closed out. Yep. I just closed off my page. Damn it. Crap. I accidentally closed off my page. Okay, I kind of screwed this up here. I don't know what I did. Okay. Okay, there it is. I got it back. I'm back. So sorry, I accidentally X'd off the page. Okay, live stream's still on. Yeah, I found that out. So, Snashkeys, did you already talk about the weather? It was 35 below, and it'll be 4 above Sunday. Yes, it was 32 here, and then I think it was like -6 the day before, and then it went to like 32. Then it was back up to like 12. So, yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Quick, everyone make fun of him. That's funny. All right. Have you thought about rotational grazing for your cattle, smaller pens and move them around? We already do that. So not for every couple of days, though. There should be Jeopardy music playing. Yeah, perfect. If you get another combine, what would it be? Uh, I'll we'd probably get another New Holland. Probably like a TR98 or 99. And then I'd probably go for another John Deere. You should come to Minnesota where I am. I've been to Minnesota. Actually, I've only been at the Minnesota airport on my way to Wisconsin. When do you start planting? We start planting late April, and we don't like to go over May long weekend. We like to be done by then. Doug, we're using CCI wireless. Uh, it's okay. It was actually really good for a while, but the more people that sign up to it on this one tower, they get overcrowded, so it will slow it down. It's still not too bad on our tower. You should have went mountain bouncer on your computer. You should look into a gleaner if you get another combine. Actually, I just saw a meme on Facebook that said, you want to leave half your crop on the field, get a gleaner. But my brother always says, gleaner makes your grain cleaner. What do I know? Hey, Les Ribby from Tiverton, Ontario. Daniel, do you run a family farm? How many acres do you run and the breakup of them? Grain pasture hay. Yes, we run a family farm. My grandparents started farming here, and then my parents they didn't really inherit the farm. They started actually on their own, homesteading, and they got a little bit of help from their parents and that, but basically started on their own. And just I was born, and then I was on a tractor when I could. So that's just how it came to be. If you, I was supposed to, how many acres? We run about 2,000 acres, and about 1,400 of that is grain, and about 500, 600 is pasture and hay. If you get a John Deere combine, I suggest you get a 7,700 or 7,720. That's kind of going down from the 9,600. That's a little older. Kind of want to go up than down. Maxon is pretty consistent in one there. What's MCSnet? Oh, that's internet. Yeah. Population of 27. Well, that place is gonna have some nightlife. Bouncers on YouTube. Oh, okay, I'll check that out. Thanks for the tip. Any flax growing in your area? Yes, there is. The odd field of flax I do see. My parents told me they hated flax. It tangled up and it was a pain in the ass to harvest and that. And the one guy I seen around here do it seemed to have a little bit of trouble with his too. Gleaners are great for small grains. There were quite a few gleaners around that I seen. Not the newer ones, but a lot of older ones. You do your smash keys. You do your own repairs on your machine. You try. Is it easier or harder on newer machines versus old? Well, the newer machines are all getting to be more electronic, so you need someone with an electronic mind to fix them more. Or, as one of my neighbors said, you fix them with a laptop. So yeah, try to do as much as you can, and the rest goes out to the dealer. But definitely, it's harder on the newer machines. Patrick says, "Oh, I was going to ask if anyone had been watching Wrangler Star channel. I've started watching his channel more now. Uh, some of his stuff is kind of cool. Some of it I don't really care for, but you were in Wisconsin. What were you doing there? I was visiting a friend back in 2002. I visited Oshkosh, a small town where they lived was Berlin. Uh, went to the Dells. That place was kind of fun. I think black straw bales was used for making paper for Bibles. Probably at one time. I think the Bible says. Come live in the ghost town of Hemaruka, population 0 until hunting season. All right, 69. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming. Black straw is like wire. It is. It sucks. From what I hear. I pulled some out in the field that was all blooming with blue, and you kind of wiggle it around, and it's like little bells in there. I thought it was kind of cool. Holy crap! I'm like 10 minutes from Oshkosh. Yeah, I still keep in touch with them down there. Wisconsin is famous for Wisconsin Dells and the Packers. Yeah, I'm sure the Packers. Actually, when I was there, we have the football team here called the Edmonton Eskimos, and I was showing them that, and they were saying that we stole the Packer jerseys, and it's actually the other way around because the Edmonton Eskimos CFL, the Canadian Football League team, has been around way longer than the Packers have. So, yeah, I found that quite funny. I've been watching him for about yes. He's gotten all pop culture Casey Neistat, like yes, exactly. Too clickbaity. Yeah, I don't know what's with those. Like, why do they have, yeah, with those titles that he puts on? It's kind of like a bunch of it's clickbait, exactly. Yeah. My dad had a Chevy from the 70s he got from his father-in-law, equal parts iron and rust, and it was easy repaired. Would you prefer to buy old or new? Uh, well, actually, I would prefer to buy new, but I don't want to pay for it. I don't know how you have to lease. Any of the new equipment, you got to lease it like this. I don't. Yeah, a lot of the guys here lease their brand new equipment, but I will buy in between, not too old and not too new. David, of all the channels I've subscribed to, I enjoy yours the best. Keep up the good work. Wow, that's quite the compliment. Thanks for that. Tilo, whatever. Do you ever grow corn? No, we don't grow corn. Can't really grow it here because it's too cold. Like the nighttime temperatures, like same for soybeans and that. You gotta have warmer nighttime temperatures because it gets too cold during the night, and it's not really that cold. But yeah, so we don't grow corn. I quit watching Rangastar a while ago. Just lost interest in his channel. Well, I kind of like the videoing he does in his channel. Like he does that good. He has been getting strange. I haven't been watching him enough, so maybe I don't know how strange he was. I think Sean would look cool sitting in a John Deere S690. I had one of my neighbors, yeah, 750,000 pocket change, right? Exactly. One of my neighbors runs about 8,000 acres, and he had all S690s that year. I think he used them for 1 year, and he tried out a lot of them were broke down. He went and tried out Kloss 750, I believe it was, and the next year he had 7 Kloss combines, and he said the Kloss combines were twice the combine of the John Deere. So yeah, kind of tend to take his word for that. Do I watch the NFL? Sometimes, yeah. I don't mind it. Not religiously. I think Sean would look cool sitting in a John Deere S9. And you have to ask Sean what he would really like to sit in. He's looking at a lot of stuff online, so and he shows me that later. It's like $250,000 to rent tracks. Well, I was reading about a lot of guys that were putting tracks on this year, and they were busting up their final drives because the tracks were putting so much strain on the final drives and that. So yeah, I don't know. The new crate motor for the S series is 20,000. The S class combines are probably the best out there for the money. Yeah, I don't know. I've read a lot of good things about them. I was gonna say 20,000 for a motor is quite cheap. We had some big guys switch from S series John Deere to Class machines. They switched back to, not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure why either. Well, at least I don't have to set the comments on a 90-second delay here, like Ryan did on How Farms Work. Too much electronics and emission crap on new equipment. Yeah, I will agree with that. When they work well, but when they crash, they crash hard. Hey, Ontario Cash Cropper. Greetings from Ontario. Hope it's warming up in Ontario. I heard it was raining there. The John Deere are more of a corn bean machine, not made for small grains. Well, I was once told that all combines were not made for small grains. They were mainly made for corn and beans like that. So yes, DEF. A lot of the new engines and new tractors all take DEF now, and I don't hear good things about the DEF on the farm machinery. Yeah, exactly. Well, with our equipment, you know, It's older, but it's simple to work on. Like with the combines, there's really nothing to them, especially the older TRs. They made those TRs from 1986 all the way like to 90 to like 2001. That same design. They did add some electronics on the newer ones, but they're just mainly, you know, like for switches and that. So really, they're still, I know them almost inside and out now. Is the emission crap the same up north as with the States? Pretty much, I would assume. I would say pretty much. How does the new carbon tax affect you? Well, with the carbon tax, you know, farmers are exempt from like paying the carbon tax on fuel, farm fuel and that, but that's all. You know, everything else is going to be passed down to us, and we can't pass it down to any, like we're the end user, so we get kicked in the ass the worst. We'll see how it works out this year. Wait till a mouse gets in it and raises crap. Yeah, some of the TX New Holland combines had that problem. I don't know, our TX 36. The mice just love that combine, and they get in there and chew stuff, chew the wiring all up in that. So we're a small farm with 350 acres, and our newest tractor is a 97. Our newest tractor is a 2002, I believe. Have you ever had an international combine? No, we haven't had an international combine. Can't say we have. Hey, Rectifier, what is this? Popped up in my recommended feed. Well, you're on a live stream of Northern Farmers live stream, which is me. We're not rich. Well, we're not rich either. Join the club. That's why I have an off-farm job. What are your thoughts on the newer international combines? They're not bad. My cousin runs one, an 8010. This seems to be broke down a lot though, but he says it works pretty good. There's another neighbor that runs one too, and he says it's not bad. I never did like the big single rotors in them though. Alex Jones, welcome. I need a tractor that can mow down a bunch of liberals. Any tractor will do the job. Case, John Deere, they will all really mow down liberals quite well. Any gleaner combines up there? Yes. I haven't seen too many new ones, but a lot of older used ones. I've seen quite a few of those. Not so much lately, but I could probably find them. Where are you getting your questions from? Daryl S. commented, where are you getting your questions from? They're on the screen, on the side. N6s around there. Yeah, I've heard of those N6s. Anybody that has had greener combines, do they still rust? Even though they're built out of stainless steel? John, 2012. Do you have more than 2 tractors? Yes, we've got like, oh man, I don't know. Let me count. We've got a 770 case, a 2290 case, a 2096 case, a 7120 case international. I should say the 2096 is case international too. A 4694. What else? That's 5. 9280. 9250. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 tractors we have. I was thinking of one day putting them all in a row and taking a picture of them for like a cool picture, you know. We don't have any rust issues. They were just sort of all over through. Yeah, well, that's our sit through all seasons outside, and that's really the main thing. They sit outside all the time. It's just really hard on them, which is why we're looking into either building a shed or buying one. So I've got the mill going. I'll have more lumber to build more sheds and that. Hey, young and farmer, thanks for coming in. 7250 Deer says, what's the biggest tractor you have? Which piece of equipment is the most fun to drive? The 9270 is the biggest one. It's 350 horse. No, 335, sorry. 335 horse it's running right now, which is a little bit low. I'd like to be running about 370, 380. Were you raising cattle when the mad cow ban? Yes, we were. I was actually working on the highway surveying at the time when I heard that came about. But during the summer, all our cows are in the pasture, so we didn't. My dad was doing a lot of the farming, so I was out working highways. It was actually how long before it was back to normal? It was quite a long time before it went back to normal. That's for sure. Just actually recently, in the last 5, 6 years. 5 years, I would say. The prairie provinces of Canada don't have any Olivers around. Well, I actually asked Oliver Farm Boy about that, why we wouldn't see that many. It's because Oliver stayed in the States and white was more in Canada. That was actually the agreement that company had. So that's why you don't see many Olivers in Canada. When are you going to start cutting wood? Do you mean sawing wood with the sawmill? I'll be getting back to that this week sometime. You should do a tractor rundown like OLF. Yeah, I might do that. We got 1,800 Oliver. Hi, Connor. Anonymous hacker. Where's NF? You mean Northern Farmer? Where am I? I'm right here. Right here. Take it easy, Farmwell. Come back again. I like Jake Ziegler and Oliver's Farm Boy. We have a I don't mind their channels either. Actually, Oliver 66 Farm Boy's got some nice restored tractors too. They're actually pretty cool. I actually didn't like Oliver too much because the one on One Lonely Farmers channel there, they really beat the shit out of that one. Take it easy, Ontario Cash Cropper. Thanks for coming there. I know you're 2 hours later than us, so. Hey, Rich. Thanks for coming. Nice chatting with you. How did you contact Oliver 66 Farm Boy? I just asked on his page, and he replied. Yeah, it's getting late out there. Thanks for coming. It's hard to please everybody, but you know, those guys in around the other side of the globe, they're you know, they're setting their clocks to get up, I guess. So. Hi from Argentina. Nice to hear you. Is that a nice place to live? Well, I think so. I've never been to Argentina, but you know, I know Canada is pretty damn good. Next week should be nice for working outside. Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice too. It's going to be above zero, so it might be too nice almost. I hate it when it gets too warm and then it freezes and everything's all ice. So. Have you looked into bale wrapping? We are looking into that. That's one of the that might be one of our equipment purchases is a baler with net wrap. We'll see. What's the price of land rent by you? Land rent here varies. People are paying $40 an acre all the way up to like $100, which if you're going past 70, that's crazy. There's not much left there for you, especially if you have a bad year. It's 2:17 in the afternoon in Australia. Hey, Rod from Australia. That's pretty cool. What's the weather like down there? Northern Farmer, NF the Rapper. I searched up NF, and this is what I get: a good YouTuber with a great live stream. Great live stream. Well, I don't have any lice here, but the live stream is working. I just washed with shampoo, so I hope I don't have lice. We've got 81 people watching, and I don't know why my little cursor wants to go and X off the page all the time. That's what happened last time. I accidentally X'd off the page. Starting to slow down a little bit. I might be cutting her short in another 20 minutes or so. I thought I had a video to edit, but I'm out of videos for now. There won't be any videos tomorrow. I'll try to do one at least every second day. Well, rent is a good bit cheaper up there. They keep talking about a reset on land for 17, 18 to make things done, so it should be interesting to see how things pan out. Well, like when you're up north here, depends if you're on good land or you're on average land. That'll make things work out differently. And when you got southern Alberta and then you got northern Alberta, and prices can vary grain prices can vary by like $1, $1.50, just because of the transportation to get it down there. So, because I know barley is over $3 in southern Alberta, where it's close to the feedlots, but here we're still in the $2 mark. So, what motor is in your Freightliner tractor trailer? It's a Mercedes 330 horse Mercedes engine. It actually seems to be not bad. Hey Bobcat, thanks for coming. Crap engine in the 418 was a Caterpillar engine. I don't like the Caterpillar engine too much either. All right, thanks for coming, Larson Valley Farms. Have a good one. When you asked for Oliver 66 why there weren't any Oliver in Canada, I replied that because you guys know better than to buy them. And he got a, oh, was that? Oh, that was you. That's right. I remember that. That was funny. He's a pretty passionate Oliver fan, so yeah, that pushed his buttons. What's your thought on the 2x2, 2+2s? Tell me what the 2+2s are. Are you on good land or average land? I would. Right here is average land. We're kind of on the cusp of good land, but we're on average land. The average land is right near town, which is an old lake bottom. So you've got all the dark soil there. And we're just up on the hill, so we're just out of it. Is there a lot of dairy farms around you? No. There's only one dairy farm that I saw. Was at an auction sale about 4 or 5 hours from here. And I kind of didn't know that they were a dairy farm because I was only interested in, like, I think they had a mirror spreader there. And they were selling out everything. And I walked into the barn there and I saw all the machines and everything in the tanks and that. And then I thought, well, hey, this is a dairy farm. So, but I apparently hadn't been doing it for a while. So no, there aren't very many dairy farms around here. In the south, you can pay $500 an acre. Well, they can have that $500 an acre. I'll go work at the Mac store, 7-Eleven, before I pay that. Like your channel, keep up the vids. Well, thanks. I'm trying to keep them up as best I can. Anonymous hacker. Well, peace out, my nigga. Well, peace out. Hello from Manitoba. Enjoy your channel. Nice to see fellow Canadians. Well, thanks, Jordan. Two plus two are the older international tractors, kind of like four-wheel drive, but don't articulate quite that much. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, soybean farmer. I will keep on making them so you can enjoy them. Yeah, the 88 series international. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like I didn't have that much experience with those ones. Welcome back, Austin Lindsay. Okay, take it easy. Assert Farms. Hopefully I'm saying that. Your first name there, right? Love me a good Oliver. Why don't you use the honeybee header to cut hay with instead of that small hay head? Because the honeybee header doesn't have a conditioner on it. After you've cut with the disc mower, you don't want to cut with the draper header ever, especially when it's heavier. You don't want to do it. That kind of leads me to believe that you never used a disc header. So yeah, no, the honeybee header is 22 feet wide, and it would take forever for that hay to dry out like that. I'd have to have some sort of conditioner behind to condition that hay. The windrows would be so huge they wouldn't get any airflow. So my neighbor bought a 16-foot hay disc header, and we've got a 13-foot header, and that's the difference right there. So, I think I need to move to Canada. I'd give Trump a year, see what he does. Did I get my Snapchat working? I'm working on it. I thought the Oliver tractors were painted red and called cockshut in Canada. I won't correct you because I don't know if you're wrong. I'm just going by what Oliver 66 there said. Yeah, I'd have to go back and read his reply again. There are cockshut tractors around here, very old ones, all 70s stuff, even older. I haven't seen any newer ones than that. Yeah, see, these guys know more than I do. But I know, I did know that that was kind of why you saw white tractors here more than the actual Olivers. some that they were in cahoots there with Cockchut. Yeah, so yeah, I'll have a few more videos coming up of some of the cattle when they're coming home. There'll be a big stampede coming home. We've got to clean up the cattle yard, which I really hate the cattle yard at home at my dad's place because it's not sheltered from the wind there good enough. So where the cattle are now, at least they've got the big batch of trees there, which blocks the wind. And it's really nice there, but you can't keep cattle there for calving, or else they would freeze and we'd never find them there. So there's no corral there. So yeah, that's why we bring them home, because we got power here and everything. So we'll have to start up the cats and clean off the snow and everything. Get the straw down, all that ready. We'll be doing some more sawmilling videos. Actually, I'll be doing another video on the sawmill. Actually, I sent in my picture to the Norwood website and their site on Facebook, and I actually got posted on their website. My Instagram picture and my video got posted on their site. So I have one of the oldest sawmills on there. So it's a 2000 model. Any Massies on the farm? No, we don't have any Massies on the farm. My neighbor had a Massey, actually, with this place here where I live, we bought, and he used to have a Massey, little Massey tractor. I think it was like a 55. Are you going to buy bulls at Quantock sale at the end of the month? My brother and Sean will most likely be there. We used to have an old John Deere AR, and I kind of miss that tractor. So. Did you see my comment in regard to the old planer that you showed a video? Yes, I did, Ian. I saw that. It won't be going for a while because the wood we're cutting is green and it has to dry for a year. So we'll be doing that. It won't be any. I'd like to get that planer running though. That'd be awesome. Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming, Farming for Generations. Yep. Come again. When will you typically start field work? We'll start in April. We're gonna have a lot of that this spring because of the wet conditions. We usually do chisel plowing, but we couldn't do any of that this fall because it was so wet. So sometimes we leave some in stubble, and most of it is chisel plowed. But this year nothing, a lot of ruts. So I am kind of thinking about renting a high-speed disc. I want to try that out. The Degelman ProTill, that'd be cool. But Flamin has a similar one for rent. So soybean farmer, I do have a drone, and I have done a few videos with it, except they're not online yet. I'm still working on flying that thing good and everything. So. Do you have any grain honeybee headers with the floating sickle? Floating sickle. I don't know. I never heard of the term floating sickle. I'll have to look into that one. Yes, I'm going, Austin. I'm going to put. I've been in the process of putting that light bar on the tractor. All right, thanks. Thanks for coming there, International 1206. Ian, I also put a message to Keith Rucker thinking that he could tell you more. Well, that Keith Rucker guy must be pretty busy because he never got back to me, and I messaged him, and he never said anything. So that's what I find with some of the people. I can see they have like a lot of people messaging and stuff, but you know, mine was legit. So you farmer crashed your drone before you can make any videos. Well, that sucks. You don't want to crash those. They're quite the pretty penny to buy them. So. Oh, airbags, yeah. Yes, I have seen some with airbags. You're right. I have seen that. Austin, I'm putting it on the front. I wouldn't put that big of a light bar on the back. That's a 50-inch light bar. All right, 57 Pitter. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys later. Yeah, I'm going to be shutting here down here in the next 10, 20 minutes for sure here. So everybody's going to bed. Joe, your uncle? Somebody's uncle? How many hectares do you farm? Since we're in Canada and we should be using the metric system, hectares is one thing I don't like to use. I'd have to convert my 2,000 acres into hectares, which if my brother could do, he was here, he could do that right off his top of his head probably right now. But you just throw in 2,000 acres and you'll figure it out. It hurt bad. Drone busted good. What kind of drone did you have? I think you will get more videos of your cows. I've been actually getting quite a few of them now, but I'll definitely be getting more of them now that the calving season is starting. Yeah. Oh yeah, starting to get stiff in this chair. You're going from stream to stream. Are you on Iowa Dairy Boy stream? Yeah. Yeah. You guys should put the light bar on your combine. We did, and we're putting a 52 in it. Well, if I get some more, I will definitely. I saw a lot of guys on YouTube were trying out the ox beam light, so I got myself one. And yeah, I'm gonna be. I was actually doing a little bit of doing the brackets yesterday, so. I'm pretty new to this channel. I live on the farm east side of USA. Well, welcome to the West, the Northwest of Canada. Thanks for subscribing, Joe. What brand of windrower will you buy next if you do buy one? That's a tough one. The John Deeres have a good disc mower for hay. But their downside is their draper header. Whereas A McDon has a really good draper header, but their disc mower isn't quite as good. I couldn't say it for sure because I haven't used one with the disc header. So, but a lot of people have them with the draper header. So, yeah, I don't know, either a John Deere or a McDon. Yes, we still have our 2290 sitting in the back. Actually, I think I forgot to mention that 2290. I think maybe you got 9 tractors. I got some LED replacement lights for my Case International 7220, and holy crap, that actually the R7120 has really good lights, stock lights. So yeah, yeah, no, I might. I definitely will be changing lights on like the combines and that. So the old incandescents are pretty crappy. Have you driven a John Deere tractor? Well, yes, I have. I've driven a lot of the older. I've driven a 4440, a 4230. My neighbor has one of the newer ones, which was actually I liked quite a bit. I can't remember the number of it, but I have it in my phone. So. What made you decide to do YouTube, Cody Merrigan? I don't know. Just show other people, just like what other people do. Show the other people what goes on around here, and stuff like that. I wasn't on it too much before, but it started to take off. So I kind of enjoy people, like when people say they really like the videos and really like the channel and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. So thanks for that. Any Hestons in your area? Yes. Lots of Hestons. Hello from Prince Edward Island. Hey, hello, Robbie. How's it going out there? You guys have a loader for your MX-120? No, we don't have a loader from it. I was thinking of getting one, but we got the 2096, so that works quite well for now. I would like to, if we were getting another tractor, I would like to get I'd like to find a nice MX 150 or 170. That's in really good shape. What's land sell for an acre where you're at? Between $1,500 and $2,000 an acre. My favorite tractor to drive is an 8870 Ford Super Steer. I've never driven a Ford, just a Ford truck. Hey Nicholas, I just tuned in, so this question may have already been addressed. How is the drone going? The drone is going pretty good. I had a little scare with it before. As I was saying, I took off. It was kind of dark. I wanted to see how good it would work to film lights in the dark. And I took it off from my place, and then I set it back down, but I didn't shut it off. And I took it to my brother's to film. And when I wanted to land, it didn't land beside me. It took back off to my house. So I went running after it, and it was waiting there for me, just idling. Yeah. I've got two videos on it that I want to edit. One is of the farm, overhead view of the farm and that, and another one is from my brother's Christmas lights. So we have an 8820 swather, and it was a real crappy draper header, built too light, so we don't buy one often. Yeah, the cases were pretty. There was a lot of case, those 8820s around, 8830, 8840, 8850. I didn't hear about the drapers being too light, but they do try to build them light. But yeah. Ever think of getting the GoPro that straps to your head like how come was? Actually, I have that. It's actually right here. See, it's right here. It looks like a jock strap, and it fits right here, and you just put it on your head like this. Looks like some kind of thing from a hockey bag. But yeah, I want to get I want to get a different GoPro. This is my GoPro. It's on a clamp mount. I don't use it too much because it's like the oldest GoPro known to man. I think this is like one of the first ones. It doesn't even film in 16:9, so you can change resolutions on it. But yeah, I want to get a different one. So what kind of drone do you have? I got a Phantom 4 DJI. You ever get another loader? Look at a Westerndorf loader. Never heard of that one. We have those quickie loaders, case loaders, and allied loaders. Allied loaders are built in Saskatchewan, and I think it's Saskatchewan. Yeah, in Manitoba. But anyway, they were always really good. Well, the older ones weren't that great, but the new ones were pretty good. We have them on both old 2290 and 2096 tractors. Looking forward to more videos. Nice to relate one another Northern farmer. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, RWD Mustang. That's a Hero 2. We have the first Hero. It has great quality. Is this the Hero 2? Doesn't even say. I got this one quite a while ago. I know it's a Hero. So. Yeah, I know you're from Manitoba, Austin. The backside of our header, you can see where it's going. I know that the old John Deere headers on their old John Deere swathers were made by McDonald, so that might be a reason why they worked out pretty good. Is that what you think it is, a Hero 2? Let's pop it out of here. That's what it looks like there. So I used it lots for when I was snowmobiling back in the day when we had snow. Sure don't have any snow right now for snowmobiling, that's for sure. Take it easy, one wild crazy guy. Hey Jackie, hello from Arkansas. So now that Trump is in the house, do you guys have a lot of USA people up there? Not that I know of. I think it was all hot air. So everybody says that, even from here. Everybody says, when they don't like someone here getting elected, they're moving to the States. If someone doesn't like who's getting elected in the States, they're moving to Canada. So yeah, this might be the first live stream, first GoPro, because it just says GoPro Hero. Like I said, I think it was the first GoPro known to man. That's why I don't really like to use it too much, because it doesn't put out. It makes a crappy video in my mind. So I might look at one tomorrow. So used to live in Valley View. Well, I'm only an hour away from Valley View. Thanks, comedian artist Ben. I try. Hey Eli, how's it going? This one's more than 3 or 4 years old. I had a hell of a time to get a battery for it. So yeah, I think I might get a new one. I use a Samsung Note 3. It does a fantastic job for my videos. Well, I use my phone a lot for the videos. It works pretty good. Doesn't have enough space. Like it's really hard for me to take out a camera all the time. I do have a camera, but to lug that big thing around steady, you know, I can't see myself doing that. But the only thing I don't like about the phone is that it's so bouncy. I thought I heard that the iPhone, I don't know which one, but they had like kind of like a gimbal in them to smooth out the the picture in the chat when you're filming. So I don't know. That'd be nice to make it more steady, like a steady cam. C&J Farms. Actually, I think I have viewed a few of your videos there. So, like, I know how farms work. Ryan there, he uses his GoPro, and it's actually not too bad. But lately, I've seen it's like they're really zoomed in on him. So I use the iPhone 7 Plus. How's that working for you? Yeah, I'll be going to the Grand Prairie tomorrow, so I'm gonna look into some more stuff for that. Like, get some better. Maybe I'll get some better quality equipment. Yeah. Well, I used to have the OtterBox on my iPhone, and then when I got a Samsung, they didn't really make a good OtterBox for them. But this sucker takes a good beating too. So I'm not the biggest fan of this GoPro's quality. It doesn't seem to get good color. Yeah, I've never. The one thing I always hated about GoPro was the fisheye lens. So yeah, wasn't always keen on that. His don't seem to be too bad. If I could get like if I could get a nice phone with a nice camera that would take the shake away. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out there, Ken. Actually, I gotta look for a pen. Ted King. Well, there's a pen here somewhere. I want to write your channel name down so I remember it. Yeah, I'll check out your guys' videos there. All right, thanks, Darren, for coming. I think I'm gonna shut her down here pretty soon. So yeah, almost been on here 2 hours. So I was thinking I was gonna keep it up for only an hour. So I went farther than that. All right, Joe, your uncle, thanks for coming. Yeah, I'll probably do another live stream next month. Probably uh, uh, try to do one every 20 some days or so. I think that's what I'll do. All right, Ian, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think I'll try to keep it even on an even keel and do one every month or so, once a month. I think that's not too bad. You know, the only thing I don't like about the live stream is if you get too many people in there, it's pretty hard to read all that stuff and everything. So yeah, I'll try and check out all your guys' channels here. Like there's some ones that I want to check out for videos and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, thanks, comedian artist Ben. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut her down for tonight. Thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel and everything. We will see you next month for another live stream. And yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more and click like. Like is good. Like and yeah, keep commenting. I like the comments and all that. So yeah, we'll see you next time there. Talk to you later, guys.